man's feeling under the weather here. Got a cold. As you can tell, my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose, probably. But we're getting through it. We're getting through it. So yeah, it's Wednesday. Heading to work here. Oh man. Had some things happen. I beat WrestleQuest. So I'll be putting out something on that. Thank the Lord that is done. And then I've been working on Madden on All Pro. It's getting better. I've won my last 3 games. Ready to start a chise. I'm ready to start a chise on it. But it's getting better. It's a lot freaking harder though. A lot of things to learn. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, I've started Prison City. I dabbled on that yesterday, so that was cool. It's a fun little game so far. It's all right. I never liked playing on the PC, by the way. I don't like doing that. It's on Steam. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of doing that. I'm using an Xbox Series S controller. Not a big fan. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But, yeah, other than that, I've been just trying to get better. But, still not there yet. Feeling better, but not there yet. But today's video, and I don't remember who asked about it. I don't think anybody asked about this one. I think this is just one I thought of and I put in the notes. And that is, what are my thoughts on DLC? What's everybody's thoughts on DLC? Which, by the way, we're getting a lot of responses and stuff like that out there. And when I'm talking to people, I hear a lot of, well, I asked somebody, where are your videos been, man? You haven't came out with nothing. He goes, well, I'm working on something. And then when I'm doing that, I'm usually listening to What's Really Hood. So that's really cool. That's really cool to always hear that. I'm glad some of you out there are enjoying it. I enjoy making them. But anyway, what my thoughts are on DLC. Well, DLC, I think the best thing we could say about it, the number one thing that you could wish for is, I kind of wish when you bought a game that you just had the full game on there. I think of things like WWE 2K23, where, you know, I want to play as certain wrestlers and they let them out in certain times and stuff, and it's like, I play the game when it comes out, though, and I play a lot of games, so sometimes they wait too long to come out with these people, and then by the time I'm kind of getting bored with the game, then they release new people, and it's like, well, I'm already kind of moved on. And yeah, I'll probably go back, but it doesn't have the same effect. Like, I wish it was just out when it was, like, kind of hype, and I could have unlocked the characters like I unlock everybody else. But they do it in this, they trickle it in, and I don't know why they do that. I don't think it's that they don't have the characters made yet. I think they do, but they try to keep you to where you're playing the game like all year. Well, guess what? That's never going to happen with me. It's kind of like when they released the Breath of the Wild DLC, and they're probably going to do the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. Back in the day, it was like when the Master Trials and everything came out. I mean, I'm already done with the game, dude. I've done so much in that game. I put in over 100 hours. I'm not going back to it. I'm not. I'm doing other stuff. I play other games. You know what I mean? So I kind of wish they wouldn't do that, you know? I just wish we had the full game, you know? So DLC can be cool, because if you're enjoying a game and you're still playing it, like, I feel like if they bring out DLC to some of these hardcore, like, Call of Duty, they add more maps and stuff. Like, okay, that, people play that all year round, Fortnite and all that stuff. It's fine for that. You're playing Minecraft, they add a new skin pack or something, cool. I guess you could have fun with that, you're still playing it. But those are for the games that people are playing all the time. You know what I mean? All year round for years and years. Like Grand Theft Auto, motherfuckers still online playing that shit. So when they add more stuff, it's like, that makes sense, right? But for games that are just being played when they come out, for the most part, I just feel like it's a bad idea. Otherwise, you end up kind of screwing the people that bought it to begin with, because then what they do is they release all this DLC, and then they release a new version of the game that just comes with the DLC. So then that tells you that you should just wait, not buy the game when it comes out, and you should just wait until it's all released, and then they release it as that whole collection or whatever, and then there you go, you have the whole fucking game, then you play it. But you know, you want to play things when everybody else is playing it, so it's like, it's a money game, and I get that's the whole point of the industry. I've said that before. The whole point is not to make you happy, the point is to make money. And whether people want to believe that or not, that's what it is. And they wouldn't be making video games and doing anything if it wasn't just all about money. They're not just doing it for free, you know. But I guess I'm just not a fan of that. You know, I'm not a fan of that. Even with Cuphead, they did that. They released a DLC way after, dude. And it's like, you kind of wish they wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Because now you're kind of out of the game. Like, you ever go back to DLC and then you, like, forgot the controls, you forget how to play, like, you were super skilled when you used to play, and you have to, like, relearn the game real quick again? You know, I don't like that. I don't like that, dude. I think that's dumb, you know? If I turned on WWE 2K23 right now and spent a little bit of time, I'd have to, like, learn it a little bit again to be as good as I was, you know? So it's just kind of like, stop doing that, you know? Just have the stuff come out, you know? It's unnecessary, man, you know? So DLC I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do understand it in some genres. I do understand it. Like Call of Duty, I get it. Everybody's playing it nonstop, so they add a new map. Everybody's playing Warzone, everybody's playing Fortnite, and they add a new season. It has a new map and new characters and stuff. Awesome stuff. I mean, that's great, you know? Cool stuff. They're adding more to what you're already playing. But for the games like Tears of the Kingdom, I mean, I'm already done with Tears of the Kingdom, dude. I've been done with Tears of the Kingdom. So if they were to come out with something new today, I'm not playing it. Like, I'm not going back to that. No. Like, I'm already playing other games, man. I gotta make time for everything, man. You know, it's like, I can't just keep going back to games. You know, and then when I do, if I did go back to Tears of the Kingdom, I've forgotten some of the controls. I'm not as skilled as I was. I'm gonna have to fucking get used to it all over again, dude. You know, it's just, I don't like that, man. I don't like that. But I guess that's my thoughts on DLC. One fun thing I think is great, and I consider it like DLC, is if you guys we all play retro, mostly people that are watching me. One cool way, in my opinion, to kind of like get DLC for retro is to definitely dip your hands into some of these hacks. You know, the Castlevania hack that I played, I forget what it was called, but it's basically just Castlevania 1, but a new challenge. Whether they add items to it, or it's just harder, or it's just different. I wish I could remember the names of them. But if you type in Megadan 29 Castlevania hack, yeah, excuse me, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I played a couple of hacks, and let me tell you, there's a lot of really good hacks, and I always consider those like DLC, because it's the formula of the game that you enjoy, and now you're expanding upon that. You have a new adventure. You know what I mean? It's like I was talking to Stampede today, and he was telling me how he played a Darkwing Duck on the NES hack, and how it's really cool. It's like new levels. That's basically a DLC. You have this formula of Darkwing Duck, you like it, right? And now you're playing this extended version, these new levels. And yeah, definitely try that, guys. If there's games out there that you enjoy, like Mario hacks. I mean, there's a million Mario hacks, dude. If you like playing Mario 3, Then play Super Mario Brothers 3 Mix. 3 Mix is fucking awesome, dude. They did a great job. So definitely like look into stuff like that, and that's sort of DLC for retro. Another thing that I consider kind of DLC for retro too is when you play the Game Boy versions of these games. And a lot of times they're a different fucking game, so they're a different game in itself. But what things like Operation C are for the Game Boy is it takes Contra, the concept of it, and it has a different adventure. Like, again, it's like different levels, had a different power-up. It has spread and everything, but it has like a homing gun on there. Different bosses and stuff. It's basically like a short DLC, basically, you know? And then you get yourself the Super Game Boy, and then you can play it up on your fucking CRT TV. That's seriously the best, man. I mean, that's awesome, you know? So definitely play some of those Game Boy games. That's a way to do it. Those Game Boy games are a way of playing a game that you love and expanding upon it. They have the Blades of Steel for the Game Boy. Some people say that Blades of Steel is actually better than the original. I don't know if I would agree with that, but it's cool that people are trying it. And you have another way to play it, you know? So again, I consider that sort of a DLC. I've had people in the past ask me, oh, why do you play all these Game Boy games? You know, they kind of look kind of trash compared to the NES version. Because it's something that you love, okay, and you're playing some other version of it, you know? And a lot of times it's different. Like the Double Dragon, it's a little different. Double Dragon 2, completely different game, you know? So it's kind of cool to experience that and say, okay, I love this game, and now I'm playing a different version of it, you know? So anyway, that's my thoughts on DLC, though. At the end of the day, I kind of wish that when we got a game, they went more back to unlocking everything. Like WWE 2K23 we were using that as an example. I liked going through and earning the points and stuff like that, and unlocking all the guys. And so why aren't all the guys just on there? You know, it's just, come on, man. That's what's fun, you know? Not waiting 2-3 months to have some new guy. You're like, stupid, man. You know what I mean? Why wait? Just put him out, dude. I'm playing right now, you know? I don't want to be playing this game for 6 months. I mean, I don't really need to do that. You know what I mean? I'm playing all these other games, you know? At the end of the day, every game gets old at some point. I don't care how great a game is. Take some of your favorite games of all time. Okay, Contra. If I just play Contra all day, every day, that's the only game I'm playing, it's going to get boring, right? So it's just expand upon that. Which, by the way, Contra Revenge of the Red Falcon, that's a hack. Very difficult hack. But it's like a way of having like a DLC for Contra. You know, very cool. Cool that they do that. Look up those hacks, man. That's a whole other video talking about hacks, but hacks are for a very specific person. You gotta really enjoy retro. And usually hacks are harder. You know what I mean? Usually. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.